welcome to another video. Today I had a delivery from FedEx. My first few modules arrived, and you know the feeling very well, and I want to give a big shout out to FedEx, the fastest on the island of Barbados when it comes to clearing and delivering stuff. Now these modules came from Vintage King Audio. Let's give a big round of applause to Vintage King Audio, and let's also recommend Tyler Lind as the wonderful, helpful assistant that helped me and made the modules a reality in these difficult times. Here we have a buffered multiple. Can't get by without one of those. Now here we have the all popular Mutable Instruments Rings Resonator, and I have great plans for that one. Finally, in this box we have the Mutable Instruments Stages, a multifunction segment generator that is going to serve to give us some LFO and sequencing. And that's it. 3 little modules to start the ball rolling, and we are so pleased to get them. Now the cables, unfortunately, lots of cables are on their way, but the cables were coming from Amazon, and we have to understand that they have to go through a freight forwarding service from Miami to Barbados. So they're due to fly into Barbados this weekend. The time delivery on those will be very much up to the nice people at Leparkin and how fast they can get them cleared. But it's never as fast as the dedicated couriers like UPS, DHL, and of course the overall winner is FedEx. The only 3.5 millimeters I have right now are these 3-foot Hossa. I ordered these when my Euro DDL was ordered. So what we have coming is some 6-inch and some 1-foot, so that we may do our interconnecting. But for right now, these are a little long, but they'll have to do to get some signals into our modules. Now for those of you who have never bought a Eurorack module before, this is how they come. You have to slide it out like so. It's a little tight, and then let's see, we open it up, and lo and behold, what have we got? We have got the module, we've got some screws, and what on earth is this in here? A top. They sent us a top. We're not sure what that's for. Maybe somebody can tell us what the top means. But that's it. Just a little documentation. A picture of this nice little Indian lady. And hopefully there's a cable. Yes, I can see the cable is in here and attached to the board. So that's it, guys, in the box. The thing nicely wrapped in bubble wrap to protect it. Now we take a look in the stages box. Let's see what we have in there. And once again we have our module with the internal cable. As you can see, the cable through the bubble wrap. And then we have an additional cable. I was warned about these. You can use these for linking if you have several modules. So you want to keep that cable in case you buy more stages and want to link them. Now we've got this strange looking contraption. This must be some other kind of top. It isn't the same as the other one, but I guess it's a top nonetheless. I'm not exactly sure what the significance of this is, but it seems like a nice little bonus. Once again we have some screws, and we have another sticker of our Indian lady, and of course what we would expect, a little manual, which you can also download online just to make sure the module is what you want to buy before you actually buy it. Now we come to our last box. Let's see what we have in here. And in here we just have the module and the cable. As you can see, the cable is not in the module. Everybody packs their stuff differently. And we've got some nice knurled screws that you can do with your fingers rather than the ones that need a screwdriver. That's a nice touch. Of course, if you want to buy a whole lot of those, you can buy a whole lot of those. And of course we have just a little flyer with it, and we have the warranty card in the box, and that's about it. Your module is going to either have minus 12 volts, minus, plus, or red stripe written on one side of it. In this case, it has minus 12 volts written on this side. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it focused. I'm not sure if it's focused or not. But anyhow, the minus 12 volts is scribbled right next here to the pin. And the other two had red stripe written on one side. So in any case, you put the red stripe to the minus 12 volts. Now, as you can see, the other end of the connector is it's a wider connector, and the red stripe is to one end, and these pins here are unused. And we'll now take a look at the bus and we'll see why. If you have a black plain bus like this, you're in luck, because as you can see, the minus 12 volts is marked, then the ground, then the plus 12 volts, and gate and CV signals, which are almost never used on the bus with the modules. So obviously you would have the red stripe to the bottom in this case. If you have a flying bus, which is one of those just connector ribbon cables with a lot of these connectors hooked onto them and no markings, then you might actually have to measure it. Okay, we're all powered up now and everything's glowing and looking good. The buffered mult is being tested by driving 6 oscillators in my .com rig. In order to do that, I have to go down this patch panel here to convert all the 3.5mm jacks to 1/4 inch. And they're all patched through 2 mixers I have here, and so we're driving 6 oscillators. And as you can hear, the tuning is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy. It wasn't quite as good as that when I was driving 6 oscillators from the MIDI module with just a normal unbuffered multiple.